Hello, my love. Today we are going to talk about how to read tarot to achieve real inner clarity and not prediction. This is something that really changed the way I read tarot for myself, others, how I teach people how to read tarot, and it's something that changed my spiritual path because it made tarot became a tool that is really helping me to align with my essence in a way that is really unique, guys. So we know that there are several ways that we can use tarot. It's a very versatile tool, but we know that one of the most popular ways out there is like fortune telling, prediction. Tell me what's going to happen. Tell me if that person thinks about me, and so on. And I think that it is really unfortunate because tarot is so much more than that. Tarot can bring us so much more than just trying to find out the future. And I would say that tarot is one of the simplest, easiest and cheapest, and one of the most complete personal development and spiritual tools that we have. And when we put tarot inside that box of prediction only, we are limiting it. There's a quote by James Wanless, the creator of the Voyager Tarot classic. In one of his classes, he said, prediction is fiction. And I think that it makes sense, right? So what happens is when we treat tarot like a fortune teller, for example, we can start creating real anxiety because then you are going to pull a card and then it is the death or the tower or the 10 of swords, and you are going to find yourself terrified because you're going to think that something really terrible is coming. And that is very stressful. So in my opinion as well, I know that not everybody is going to agree with me, but in my opinion, predictions, they rarely come true unless we obsess over them, and then they end up becoming self-fulfilling prophecies, right? And when we see we are there terrifying ourselves, creating stories, and giving away our personal power, when I think the tarot is actually a tool to allow us to access this personal power. And then there are those questions, especially the yes or no questions. Am I going to get married? Should I get a job? And we have 50% of chances that that is going to be a right answer. And then what happens is that you end up seeing yourself like addicted to tarot. You see yourself giving your power to a tool or to a reader. So instead of being a tool that is going to help you to give voice to your inner wisdom, you are going to face tarot as a drug, and it's always harmful. Everything that takes our personal power away is very harmful. So what is important to think is that it's not about the tool, because like everything here in the physical world, it's not about the tool itself, but about our intentions and the way we use them. And that's why today I want to offer you another way to work with tarot. What I consider to be a wiser way, a more centered way, a way that keeps you in the driver's seat of your life and more aligned with the light and with your essence. So I call that, of course, Essence Aligned Tarot, based on my methodology that I call Essence Alignment, because I believe that when you align with your essence, your life aligns with you. And so for me, tarot is not about what's going to happen. It's more like a mirror. It's more like a portal to the inner world, a conversation with the soul. And I feel that the images, they ignite something inside of us, something ancient, primordial, visceral. And that happens because it's important to keep in mind that our brain processes images like 60,000 times faster than it processes words. And another important thing to keep in mind, in my opinion, is that tarot is like a book of all human experiences. So every joy, fear, transition, beginnings, endings, it's all there in 78 cards. And I think that that reminds us of something that is powerful, that we are different, yes, we are unique, yes, but when you look at tarot, you realize We are not that different. There's something that really reunites us as souls, as humans in this human experience. And I feel that tarot is incredible, an incredible reminder of that for us, especially in this moment when globally people seems to be like obsessed to highlight our differences. So tarot shows up our similarities, let's say. So how do we use tarot for clarity instead of prediction? Now I'm going to share with you like 5 simple shifts that will help you change your relationship with tarot from prediction into an essence aligned clarity approach. So number 1, change the way you see tarot. Tarot is not here to give you answers. It's here to help you find the answers inside of you because they are all already there. So that's how you are going to increase your confidence in your inner wisdom, in your intuition, instead of giving your power away to other people or to. So it's the way you see this too. The number 2 is change the way you approach tarot. So instead of asking, will this happen? Will he do that? Or should I do this or that? These questions, they actually disconnect you and they give your personal power away, as I told you. So instead, try to ask things like, what am I going? Or better saying, what I'm not seeing in this situation? Or what is hidden that I need to bring to the surface? What is the root of this issue? Why am I afraid that this relationship is not to work, for example? What am I feeling now? So these questions, they're going to bring clarity and give your power back and bring you more consciousness and awareness about you right here and right now. The number 3 is use tarot for journaling. You know I am an advocate of this practice. So sit with the image. Let it speak to your unconscious, your essence, your inner knowing. It's really magical what happens when you allow yourself to listen. I would say that this is the practice that inspired my saying, journaling every day keeps the therapist away, right? The number 4 now is have a conversation with the deck. So talk to your cards. That's something that I call tarot talking. You're going to talk to the cards as if they were your best friend, a mentor. They can give voice to your inner wisdom. So you're going to make a question as you would make to a friend or your mentor and so on. Then you're going to understand the card. Let your intuition tell you what the card is trying to tell. Then you're going to make another question. Then we're going to engage in a conversation. Like if each card was your friend or your mentor answer. Now, the last but not the least, my dear one, it's going to be stop seeing tarot as things that are going to happen or only like that. You can see like that, but not only. Start seeing tarot as a symbolic images, like archetypes that reflect your inner world, more like tips and keys to access that wisdom inside of you. So you're going to approach with more curiosity instead of fatalist, that thing like this is what's going to happen. And I think this is very important. Stop seeing tarot in such a dramatic way, because tarot is a beautiful book of images that allows us to learn a lot about ourselves. Look who came here. See it in a different way. The Hanged Man is here. So my love, you will see that when you shift into this different way of looking at tarot readings, I think it's going to help you to stop we can have the need of control. And I feel that this new approach helps us a lot. It totally ends that fear of cards or that feeling, oh, this card doesn't make sense. All cards, they make sense, right? And that's the beauty of tarot and essence aligned tarot. And I feel, well, it's really an honor to have the opportunity to sit here and talk to you about that and have this channel and have you here. I hope from the bottom of my heart that this conversation brings some clarity in the way you read tarot and oracles. If it resonates, please let me know in the comments. And as always, you know how I honor your presence, I love to know that our spiritual paths, they crossed in this lifetime. And that is really a gift for me. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful soul. I'll see you in the next video. Lots of love.